have some coworkers who live on Long Island. We've got Piermont, a river, Manhattan, Long Island, basically. I want to meet them in the city, Manhattan, New York City. And I need to figure out a way to do it without driving myself. I know that tons of people use public transportation every day, but I cannot wrap my head around it. What I need to do here is cross over the river. In St. Louis, if you cross over the river, you don't just want to, get off the bus without knowing exactly where you are, because there's a lot of really dangerous places east of the river in St. Louis. Use TOR to connect with Hudson Link. Maybe Hudson Link goes into the city. Maps and schedules. It's just a map of New York. Awesome. From Monzy into White Plains. I don't know where any of these cities are. Palisades Center into White Plains. Palisades Center to Tarrytown. I need a map. Do I have to cross-reference and find my own map? Okay, cool. So this one is the most helpful one I've seen. It shows me how I can actually get across the river. But I'm still not in New York City. When I go across the river, I'm still north of New York City. So then I have to catch, I suppose, another train or bus. Metro North train, okay. Runs east of the Hudson. That's what I need, Metro North. Oh my gosh. This website looks like it hasn't been updated since 1994. What the heck am I looking at? Yes, I work in web design, so maybe I'm a little bit picky, but I think anyone would agree that this website is impossible to use. I seriously cannot even, what am I looking at? Service station, service status. Babylon, good service. Belmont, good service. City terminal zone, delays. That's great. I have no clue where any of this shit is. I can choose between LIRR, MNR, and buses. I know what buses means. I have no idea what those other ones mean. Oh, okay. Metro North Railroad and Long Island Railroad. Well, I don't think I need Long Island. I don't really know what the Metro North includes, but I know that I don't need to be on Long Island. From Tarrytown. Tarrytown is one I know. Tarrytown is north of New York City. And if I took the Hudson Link, I could end up in Tarrytown. And then I need to head south. So Tarrytown to, and now it's asking me to type in the station that I want to go to. Does not give me a list of choices. I'm just supposed to know the name of some station. Okay. I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know the names of any cities. Okay, let's pull up a map of New York City. Ow, pull my hair with that. A tourist map. That's what I need. I feel like I need the map for dummies. That doesn't give me names of cities. Shows me Upper West Side, Upper East Side, but I need to know where I can take a bus to. Okay, Yonkers. That's a place I've heard of a lot. I don't really know. Where does the city start? Where do I want to be? I'm so confused. Washington Heights? I feel like I've heard something about Washington Heights being a bad part of town. Maybe I'm making that up. I don't just want to end up somewhere and be in a place where I'm probably going to get shot. Harlem? Is Harlem a bad place to be? Upper Manhattan. Sounds nice, right? Okay, so the whole point of this was that from Tarrytown to is Upper Manhattan. Is that an option? No. Okay, here, it's suggesting one. It's suggesting Yonkers. Let's do that. Tarrytown to Yonkers. So then once I get to Yonkers, where do I go? Thinking. Just wanna ask like a person, you know? I just want somebody to tell me. Let's try a different website. Bus from Hillcrest Eckerson, Highway 45, I have no idea where that is, to Port Authority Bus Terminal. That's cool, except where is Hillcrest Eckerson, Highway 45, and where is Port Authority Bus Terminal? We're not helping. Ooh, this one gives me a map. Port Authority Bus Terminal ends up in Midtown Manhattan. That seems like a good place to be, right? Midtown? I don't know what's over there, but it seems like you're in the middle, right? You can go anywhere from Midtown. This at least shows me where I need to go. This is actually helpful. Okay. Rome to Rio website. Thank you. Thank you for actually being helpful. Bus routes for dummies. That's what I need. Okay, here's the thing. The bus costs $8 to $12 and takes 1 hour, 14 minutes. The subway costs $11 to $20, so more, and it takes 1 hour and 35 minutes. So it takes longer and it costs more. So why would you take the train? Is there a benefit to the train that I don't know? This public transportation thing is not my cup of tea. But a subway seems scary to me. What if it breaks down and you're underground and there's absolutely nowhere you can go? You're stuck. On a bus, if it breaks down, you just get off. Also, if there's a crazy person on the subway, you're like locked in a small box with a crazy person, potentially with a weapon. And I do believe there are plenty of, you know, unsavory people who ride subways. Am I just scared of public transportation because I lived in St. Louis and I got carjacked by 3 guys who rode the Metrolink over to my side of town? Probably. Probably so. Okay, so I found the route I think will be best. I think if I take the bus from Hillcrest Eckerson. So my next question is, how do I find this bus? There's no address here. Where do I buy a ticket? Is it just gonna be one of those little seats on the side of the road and I just sit there and wait for the bus to come? Is there a bus station? How do I know that I have the right bus? What if I get on the wrong bus and it takes me somewhere I don't want to be? I guess I just look for one that says Midtown Manhattan. I buy a ticket before I get on the bus, or am I gonna pay the bus driver when I step onto the bus? And do I need cash for that? I just really want to know where I go. I just stand along the street and wait for the bus? Or is there some sort of a station? I don't really know. Here's the kicker. I only live 20 miles from New York City, and somehow it takes over an hour to get there. Shouldn't be this hard, should it?